Good morning, everybody. Good morning and happy Motivational Monday. It's your girl D with your vitamin D for free. We got to start the week off popping. We got to start the week off right, especially before I get today's popped off, because it's going to pop off like no other poppings. So I have a few things that I have to acknowledge. Some incredible people. Okay. Number one, we started the 21-day challenge, and it has been 15 days. There are 5 days left. We finished on Friday. And I want to acknowledge everybody who did that challenge with me. Okay. Because it's possibly, in all of my years of hosting any challenges, it's the hardest challenge that I've done. Right. And I can say that people have been in the gym, getting their life, getting results, getting stronger, being accountable. And you know what that teaches me? To be more accountable for you and be a stand for you for what I know you can do. And I've gotten phone calls and text messages. The scale went up, it went down, it went around, and all that stuff, and they need explanations around it. And one thing I learned in these conversations that I had with these beautiful people is you got to trust the process. So that's number one. We finished up the 21-day challenge. I know they're happy because they are sore, okay? They are sore. They've been sore for 15 days straight. And I love to see it because that tells me that you're doing better. And we start the 5-5-5 challenge today, which is a simple beginner's challenge for people who need to be consistent. Some of y'all still trying too much. You're doing too doggone much. You're doing much. You need to be consistent. But the message for today on this Motivational Monday is you got to trust the process. You know, it's so interesting that we have been, a lot of us that we run in the same circle, or we are on weight loss journeys or health journeys. We know better than to think what the scale says is not attached to our character. We know better to think that the number on the scale, if it goes up 1 pound, it's not a true pound tomorrow. We know better. We know that we got to create routines, don't we? We know that we have to lift weights and get rest, don't we? Don't we know we got to drink water, you guys? And we know that it's going to take longer than 2 weeks. Whatever your goal is, and it seems as if we get older, the bigger the goal we have, and the short amount of expectation, requirements. Hey, yo, good morning. So the older we get, we need to lose more weight because we didn't do what we said was going to. So the older we get, we're like, I need to lose 20 pounds. And then in 10 years, it's 30 pounds. And in 10 more years, it's 40 pounds. And then you go to the doctor and they tell you it's 50 pounds. But then we try to get it done in 2 weeks. I'm going to lose 50 pounds in 4 weeks. I'm going to lose 50 pounds in 6 weeks. But look back on it. It took 25 years for you to gain 60 pounds. Okay? I've almost been out of college I've almost been out of high school for 20 years, right? And let's just say in high school, I was 165 pounds. Now I'm 215 pounds, okay? Okay, if it took 20 years to gain 60 pounds, why am I trying to lose it in 3 weeks? Because I'm trying to create some type of narrative for the community or for people to think that I'm better than I am and that I have some type of superpower. You guys, let me tell you this. When you are trusting the process, when you trust the process, it's for yourself. You trusting the process is for you. And one thing that I've learned is that people trust and people respect the journey. They respect when you are taking them on the journey. They respect your honesty, right? They respect the consistency you have with yourself and the transparency that you have. People respect that more than they respect something fast happening. They respect seeing the struggle. They respect you pushing through because they can identify with that. And so your message for the rest of the week is to trust the process. And I heard this girl on TikTok. She said this. She basically was like, her everyday mantra is everything's going to work out. Because even if it's not working out, she knows that it will. I need you to understand that. When something is going crazy in your life, or things are strange, or you're like, I don't know if I can make it, say this. Everything's going to be all right. Because even if it's not right now, it will be. And we always sing this song in the church, trouble don't last always. And guess what? It doesn't last always. Right? We go from season to season. We go from win to win, challenge to challenge. It's never the same thing that we went through 25 years ago, unless we just keep bringing it up. So, y'all, let's have a great Monday. Let's choose to have a great Monday, number one. Number two, let's make sure we trust the process. Stop trying to rush the process. Can some, y'all, I feel like I could have had a sermon on that. Trust the process over rushing the process. If you are eating well and you are in a calorie deficit and you are just moving around a little bit, you will lose weight. You will. But you got to trust the process. The issue is you start to question the process. And then you want to go get another process so that you ain't trusting that one either. Okay? At the end of the day, we know if I lift more weights, I will get stronger and it'll keep happening like that. We know that. We know that the human body's crazy. We know that. But we got to trust the process. We can't stop the process because we sore. We can't stop the process because we have a challenging day. We can't stop the process because we're confused. No, we can't do that. Right? So it's so important to trust the process. Even when you don't know if it's working or not, you're like, I don't know. I got to figure this out. Right? So I want to encourage you today. Happy Monday. Again, shouts out to 21 Day Challengers, and I'm so proud of them. Y'all, this 21 Day Challenge did not play the radio. And to y'all who are watching this, and I invited you to the 21 Day Challenge, you missed it. You missed out on some really big breakthroughs and gains because this challenge was intense. I don't think I've ever been through a challenge where people were sore the entire 21 days because we didn't play. And it was challenging. And they became the people. I've had more mental breakthroughs than anything in this 21 Day Challenge. Period. So many mental breakthroughs. I think I've had more conversations about mindset. People saying, yes, I could go up a Stairmaster. Yes, I'm stronger. Yes, I lifted weights. Yes, I showed up at the gym when I went to, but my mindset is different. And that's why I love Monday, Mindset Monday, Motivational Monday, because these 21 days was mindset, right? So we have 5 more days in the challenge. Excited to see results. And then we're going to roll into the next one because just because we had one little win, we want to make sure those habits stick. And I want to support my challengers into getting like long-term results. My goal is, Shakira's on here, my goal, and I tell people this all the time, I like to train and educate myself out of a job, right? So I teach you what I know, and you ask me questions, and I teach you what I know, and I tell you the science behind it, so that eventually you will be able to go on to the next season of life, whatever that is for you, with enough knowledge to do it on your own. Now, people end up staying with me for 15 years, 16, 17, 18 years. Why? Because of the community, because of the support, because of the recognition, because we get to grow together and we go from a trainer-client relationship to accountability relationship, because I'm never too whatever to learn from people. So I just want to acknowledge everybody for trusting the process. If you're trusting the process right now and something in your life, I want you to put a 1 in the comments. Whether you're trusting the process in business, you're trusting the process in finances, you're trusting the process in economy, maybe you're trusting the process with parenting, you're trusting the process with your health, fitness, trusting the process with a relationship, right? Maybe you're trusting the process with who knows, like reinventing yourself. You're trusting the process with your emotions and all of that stuff, whatever it is, your job, I don't know. You're like, or maybe you're you're figuring out like who you are. You're trusting the process that'll be revealed to you. So I want to acknowledge you. Yo, Eldridge, my little brother, Chris. I'm so proud of you guys because I know that trusting the process is one of the hardest things to do in life because you can't see the progress. And it's like you only know if you're going in the right direction when you physically see the manifestation of it. But a lot of times when we see the manifestation of the process, we've already completed one step. We've already completed a step. And that in between is that faith. That's the most important part of the process is faith. And that's the most important process of the journey. Can you actually see your process of learning? No. You read, you study, you retain, and then you take the test. By the time you take the test, you either got it or you didn't. That's that process in between of reading and retaining. That is the part that we have to learn to sit in, to maximize the time, to make sure we're doing it the right way, that we are really like doing all we can in that faith part. Doing all you can in the faith part. Are you studying during the faith part? Are you diligent over your time during the faith part? Are you going to therapy during the faith part? Right? Are you journaling during the faith part? Are you learning during the faith part? Are you teaching during the faith part? Because once the test comes, right? Then that tells you, are you going the right direction? Can you tell whether or not your health is getting better? All you can do is eat the apple a day, drink the water, take your multivitamins, have your protein, make sure you're having your whole grains, fruits and vegetables. That is the prayer, meditation, managing your stress, good sleep. That part, that's the faith part. Once you get to the doctor and the doctor tells you if your numbers are good or not, you're already too late. You can't wait to the destination to decide to have faith. You have to prepare for that thing, right? And you got to trust the process. I'm going to do what it takes to have better health. And when it's time for the test or it's time for the assessment, I'm going in the right direction. Because I prayed about it. I've asked God to join me in this process. And I'm doing what it takes. I'm doing what it takes, right? So, you guys, let's trust the process together. Even when you can't see the process, we can't see faith, but we can have it. Right? We can't see faith, but we can have it. And our job is to have more faith than we do doubt. Yep, got to make progress to have it, bro. Because once you make that we already know you progressing in the right direction. You're going to get to where you want to be and you're going to get closer. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. I'm going to tell you how you're going to win. All you got to do is trust the process more than you don't trust it. All you got to do is show up more than you don't show up. All you got to do is do the deal more than you don't do the deal. Just like you expect your kids to get an A and B in class in order to pass it, you got to do that in whatever side of life that you want to win in. And I can honestly say this. Most people do not show up. When I say most, 80, 90% of the world do not show up. You will win if you show up. Most people don't show up. Most people do not take care of their health. Most people don't do that. Most people do not pursue their dreams. Do you know that most people never do something that makes them happy? Most people are miserable. But if you do something you love and you're trusting the process, like, I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to do all I can. I'm going to make progress a habit, like Chris said. You're going to win. So trust the process even when you can't see it, you guys. Do not prematurely quit. If you prematurely quit, you don't give yourself a chance to win. If you prematurely quit, you will never win. Let that sink in. If you stop your weight loss journey, you will never lose weight. If you never work on your stress levels, you will never be stressed less. If you never save money, you will never have any in the bank. Right? If you never work on the relationship with your kids, you will never have a relationship with your kids. If you never start your business, you will never have a business. That is an absolute. Right? So trust the process. It's Monday. We lit on period. We're being the people and we are changing lives. Okay? Love you. Talk to y'all later.